Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate you all being here. Certainly welcome back to our current subscribers. It's good to have you. And if you're finding the channel for the first time, if this is your initial visit, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Also, to all watching, consider becoming a member. You can click the join button right below here for additional content on how to help grow and develop your business. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company and how we can help take your business to that next level, please check out the links below. So with that said, let's get into our topic today. And our topic is the top traits of a wildly successful gym salesperson. The top traits of a wildly successful gym salesperson. Let's talk about these. You decide, where are you at with this, and what are some of the things that we can improve upon to help us go to that next level. And I would even say if you're brand new at gym sales, certainly take a look at this. If you've been doing it for a while, if you're not getting the results you're looking for, if you manage a team, if you're a gym owner that manages a sales team, if you're a sales manager that manages a sales team, if you aspire, to manage a sales team, all of this can be great training tools for you to help you grow your business and go to that next level. So number one on my list is they're responsible. Okay, and here's what I mean. They accept accountability. They're accountable. They don't pass the blame. Because when you accept accountability, it becomes about you. Because the thing you want to remember on this, on being responsible and being accountable, there's only one thing you have total control over, and that's you. Okay, everything else, you don't, and we hope to have influence, right? But we can control ourselves and how we address these things. And so we don't sit around and say, oh, it's the club, oh, it's the marketing, oh, it's the price, oh, it's the location. It's always us. It's always us. And the reason it is, that's the only thing we have absolute control over. And the thing is, when you start to assess blame, on all of these things, you start to give up your power to change. Okay, so top traits of wildly successful gym salespeople: they're accountable, they accept responsibility. Where do you fit on that one? Number two, they're empathetic. They have empathy, for their customer. Okay, they understand their customers' concerns, they understand their customers' problems, and they look for solutions. This is what you want to do. We don't make that mistake of just going off and showing facility. Okay, but traits of wildly successful gym salespeople: they're empathetic. They have empathy for their customer. They understand their problem. They understand their concern. They listen for it. Okay, and then they look for solutions. How do you do on that one? And one of the things I would suggest, hopefully you're using a needs analysis. You can search this channel to get more information on how to use a needs analysis, but take good notes on that and start to look. Okay, when that tour is over, did we really find out what that customer's problem was? Did we really find out what their concerns were? If it's not written down, the way I look at it, if it's not written down, you probably didn't get it. Okay, and for someone who trains people, I have to see it. I just can't accept the story of it. I have to see it. So, write it down. Be a great discipline habit, for you to get into. Number three, traits of these great gym salespeople, these wildly successful gym salespeople, is they're focused. They're focused. They're driven, and they're self-motivated. Okay, they don't wait for someone to give them a kick in the seat of the pants to get going. They don't wait until the boss walks in the room to pick up the phone and start doing follow-up calls. They're focused. Okay, and one of the things that I talk about frequently is we always want to ask ourselves this question: is what I'm doing right now going to result in a sale? Is what I'm doing right now going to result in a sale? And the data shows us that salespeople on the whole, they spend about 20% of their time doing something that's going to result in a sale. And I wouldn't call that focused. Okay, but if you took that to 40%, now according to the math, you double it. What if you took it to 80? So there's a lot of opportunity here, but focus. Okay, and part of this is knowing what your goals are and being mindful of those goals and staying focused on them. So how do you do on that one? Number four, wildly successful salespeople We are resourceful. Wildly successful salespeople are resourceful. And here's what I like how I like to look at this. I give this kind of job description to everybody. I give it to myself. I give it to owners, to managers, to salespeople. We are in the solutions business. Whatever you bring our way, it's our job to find a solution. Okay, we're resourceful. So be looking for solutions. I mean, if you're a salesperson and you're trying to make the sale, maybe it's that third-party touch. You're going to introduce them to your manager. You're going to introduce them to other staff that can perhaps ask for the sale. You're going to introduce them to other members that can offer testimonials. Maybe you're going to do a marketing survey that kind of leads into asking for a sale at a different level. Okay, become resourceful at this. Look for different ways to get the job done. You are in the solutions business. Whatever it is you do, understand our job's to find solutions. Period. Not to define over and over what the problem is, but to find solutions. Number 5, we're optimistic. Wildly successful gym salespeople are optimistic. Okay, the glass is half full. They're looking at the good. And here's what I found to be true on this: you're going to breathe life into something. You're either going to breathe life into the positive, or you're going to breathe life into the negative. Okay, choose the positive. One of my favorite examples on this, I remember a club we were working with a while back, and it was owned by an advertising executive, and she was kind of hands-off, and the place was really struggling. And so I walked in one day just to check it out, and it was empty. Manager was there, and I didn't really see the manager. I kind of walked around and kind of checked the place out. And finally the manager came out and she talked to me and kind of told me how tough things were and how things were really slow. And so we had met and we decided that probably needed to make a change. Brought in a new manager who had a different outlook. Okay, the outlook was totally different. And I remember walking in again to shop it. It was still nobody in there at that point. Still haven't really ramped it up. But the whole feel of it was so different. Is the excitement, the energy. Hey, here's what's going to happen. Here's how we're going to do things. Here's how we're going to get results for folks. And ultimately they did and had success with it. And so we're optimistic. Okay, and what I would say too, in addition to the optimistic part, is particularly in the face of rejection. If you're getting rejection, people are telling you no. They're going to think about it. They're going to come back because you won't sell everybody. Okay, we remain optimistic. We remain, focused. We remain resourceful. All these things. Okay, number 6 is we're confident. Wildly successful gym salespeople are confident. Okay, and the place I would go on this is the first sale that we need to make is that sale we make to ourselves. In other words, can you solve your customer's problem? Most people say yes. Do you have the best facility to solve your customer's problem? Most people say yes. Is now the best time to solve it? Most people say yes. Well, if that's true, you're on the right path. Now, I will say this, that's not as easy as it sounds, because what happens, we start to kind of buy into it, that the customer needs to think about it. They don't have any money. They're uncertain, host of things. And we start going down like this. And we lose that confidence. And what the idea is in this whole confidence is we want to bring the customer up to our level of confidence, our level of belief, our level of passion, our level of enthusiasm. That's really what that idea is. So wildly successful gym salespeople, they're confident. They're not arrogant, but they're confident. Okay, confident, they're prepared. They've memorized that script. They've memorized that presentation, and they've memorized it so they're free to be themselves. Okay, so confidence. Number 7, wildly successful gym salespeople, they're insightful. Okay, and here's what I mean by insightful. They maintain flexibility. Okay, they think quick on their feet. Okay, for example, we want to follow a process, and certainly if the process is not being followed, often, maybe the problem's us, so we need to kind of look at that at some point perhaps. But you get a customer that comes in and they really don't want to register in. They really don't want to fill anything out. They really don't want to answer questions. Okay, we have to be able to move and pivot a little bit to get that information or to put that customer in a position where they feel like they can make a decision to get started. Because what we're not, we're not the guest register police. We're not the needs analysis police. We're not the touring police. That's not really what it is, okay? And most folks are going to follow and do some of these things. But when you get situations where maybe the customer won't for whatever reason, okay, we're insightful, we see it, we sense it, but we're able to be flexible because we're in the solutions business. Doesn't mean we're not going to get the information necessarily. We just might look at it and get it a little different manner. And then finally, last on my list, could have made this one number one, okay? Wildly successful gym salespeople, they're honest. They don't make empty promises, okay? They don't say they're going to do something, no matter how small, and then don't do it, okay? If you say you're going to do it, do it. And I would even suggest is, give your customer more than they ever expected. Over-deliver. Over-deliver. I mean, you can even overpromise if you want to, as long as you over-deliver on that overpromise. But be honest, okay? If you say you're going to call somebody at 3, call them at 3. And that may not be, an honest, dishonest kind of thing, but it can be interpreted that way because people need to know they can count on you. That's the big thing. So take a look at these things. There's 8 of them right here we gave you, okay? Top traits of wildly successful gym salespeople. What can you add to the list? Okay, I'm sure there's others. Okay, what are you doing? What's some traits that you have that are not on here? But if you're not having that success that you're looking for, take a look at these and start to work on those to improve your business. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. I appreciate you being here. If you've not yet done so, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Also, please consider becoming a member. Click the join button below for additional content that we'll be providing to help you grow and develop your business. And then to learn more about me and my company and how we can, take you to that next level, check out those links below. And folks, we look forward to seeing you all in that next video.